Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes, and we are live right now on an international broadcast, broadcasting to all four corners of the world. Guys, I want to talk to you today about really the concept of taking your life to a completely different level. And I want to turn back the clock a little bit here, and I want to tell you a little bit about how I got started in this industry over 25 years ago, and how one meeting with my millionaire mentor not only totally changed my life, but it switched me onto a different path, what I call a paradigm shift. Now, I want you guys to picture this, because I want you to picture yourself, you're in your mid-20s, you've gone to a business presentation, and you're sold on the concept of something called leverage. Now, one thing that I will tell you is that there's sort of two different paths. There's what's called linear income, where you're either on an hourly wage, or you're a plumber or electrician, you're being paid hourly, right? Or you might be working for a company on an hourly, maybe you're working at Walmart, or you're working someplace on an hourly rate, but you're trading time for money on a linear level. Now, what happens is after you quit, you don't go into work, guess what happens? You don't get paid. Now, the other type of linear income is a person that's on a salary, and that's a fixed income, and if they don't get into work, guess what happens? They get fired. Or if they just decide, you know what, I'm going to take a 4-month leave of absence, guess what? You're getting replaced. So that's called a linear income, and that's the majority of people that live on that path of a linear income. But one quote that I heard from J. Paul Getty totally changed my life forever. I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Now, I want you guys to really think about that, because that means that if I have just a small little group of 100 people, say, and they put in 1 hour per day, I've worked 100 hours per day versus your 8 hours per day. So how many extra days do I work compared to your 1 hour? Okay, and I want you to think about what can happen once people get properly trained on how to really do this business, because most people have no idea how to even do networking. They have no idea what the model even is. So imagine that number starts to ramp up like this to, say, 1,000 people. Imagine working 1,000 hours in one day, guys. That's called leverage. That's where you start to take your life to a completely different level. So when I met with my millionaire mentor, now here's something that I will tell you guys. My entry price when I got started 25 years ago was $4,000. Now, what would that be in today's day and age? If you were spending $4,000 25 years ago to start your business. Guys, I went all in. My entire savings went all in to start my business. So I sat down with my millionaire mentor, and he said, Darren, here's the first rule that I will tell you in this type of a business model. Rule number 1, I don't want you talking about our company. Now, guys, I was like, well, how's that going to work? I came from features and benefits, pitching and closing, dealing with objections. I said, how exactly am I going to sell your products without talking about your company? How's that possible? He said, rule number 2, I don't want you talking about our products. Huh? How's that going to work? So you mean to say that I just spent $4,000 to become a representative of your company, but you don't want me talking about the company, and you don't want me talking about the products? He said, yep, that's right. Guys, I was literally there in confusion. Like, how could that possibly be? How am I going to represent a company without talking about the company and without talking about the products? How the heck is that possible? He said, Darren, you're going to have to go through what's called a paradigm shift. You're going to have to look at this reality completely differently, to look at the world in a different way. So he said, what I want you to do is I want you to turn your chair all the way around, and I want you to tell me, what do you see? I said, I see the wall. He said, could you see the wall before? I said, no. He goes, you were in the room the whole time, right? And I said, yeah, but you couldn't see the wall. No. Darren, that's a paradigm shift. Now, if you can go through this type of a paradigm shift, guys, I'm telling you what, learning that from my millionaire mentor, I took those same principles into real business. Okay, it's the same way I hire my management teams. It's the same way I raise millions of dollars. It's the same way I do corporate sponsorship deals. It's the same way I do joint ventures. That's called real business, guys. And once you learn this, what I learned was something called business etiquette, being able to connect with a person and not pitch them, okay? So I said, well, I'm still a little bit confused here. If I'm not talking about the company and I'm not talking about the products, who does? The video. The video is going to do all of that, not you. I said, this is really interesting. So you're telling me that if I am talking about the person and not the company and not the products, that's how I sell the products? Yes. Now, guys, I'm telling you this. Once you learn this strategy, once you learn that people typically go through what are called peaks and valleys in their life. Peaks and valleys. Now, what happens is that there's typically two types of people that get involved in the network marketing industry, the home-based business model. The first type of a person, guys, is somebody that's in what's called a state of transition. Okay, now that could be corporate downsizing. They may have just lost their job, cutbacks in some way. It could have been a situation where they just had a divorce. It could have been a situation where they've been in another network marketing company and that company has changed their marketing plan. So they're in a state of transition. They're moving from one career to another career. Something in their life has dramatically shifted. Okay, so that's the first type of person. The second type of person is a person that's reached what's called a breaking point. Okay, a breaking point. Now, what is a breaking point? A breaking point is when you're working one or even two jobs, and you're on one of these. You're on a spiral. Maybe the kids needed braces. Maybe you got into a car accident. Maybe your parents got sick. And all of a sudden, your debt load, you can't handle it anymore, and you're going under. You're literally drowning, okay? That's a person that's in a breaking point. A person that's in a salary, and they're in a fixed income, and their boss keeps on asking them to do extra stuff after work. You know, Tom, can you just finish up this report for tomorrow? We got a big presentation on Monday. Can you just do this PowerPoint presentation over the weekend? All of a sudden, they realize that what they thought they contracted for of 5 days a week is actually turning into more than 7 days a week, because now they're working evenings and weekends. So at some point in time, they literally draw a line in the sand and they say, I'm done. Okay, I want a way out. I want an exit. Now, the challenge that most people run into when they're in a mortgage payment, when they're in a car payment, when they have responsibilities for their kids' school, where they have to take care of financial debt, they're in a bind. What are they going to do? They typically will continue working at a job that they hate, and working in something that they can't even stand because they have debt load, okay? So what I do, guys, is I help people to be able to transition from that into a life of freedom. Now, how do you do that? How's that possible? Well, the first thing that you have to understand about networking, it's not a features and benefits pitching and closing business model. That's not even how to do it, okay? You have no control over whether a person's in a peak or in a valley, okay? No control, no control. So the industry of networking is to reach out, touch base, and say hello to a person just to simply find out what's going on in their life and listen. Listen to people. Your goal is to get to what's called a connection. I call that business etiquette. So if I'm looking to close a joint venture deal or a sponsorship deal, I'm not just going to phone the CEO and say, hey, you got that contact that I need, right? You don't do that. This is in higher level business. You don't do business like that. That's not even how it's done. So for me, coming from senior management, I was vice president of marketing for a public company. I had to do a lot of those deals, guys. I had to go out and close the joint venture deals. I had to go to networking functions where I've got a little window of opportunity. See that guy right there? I got to meet that guy. And I've got a little window of opportunity of maybe 1 minute. And if I don't get connection with that guy, guys, we just lost millions of dollars just by not getting that connection right there. So I became very, very good at learning how to break the ice, get a little connection, get some rapport really, really fast so that I could be able to build what? A relationship, guys. Now, this is one of the things that my mentor taught me. Darren, people like to do business with people that they know, like, and trust, and people that they're either like or that they aspire to be like. Now, he said if you can build rapport and find 3 things in common, in 5 minutes, that person will like you. 3 things in common, in 5 minutes, that person will like you because you're like them, and people like people that are like themselves. So guys, what I do is this. I typically look for business opportunities where I can make the most amount of money for the least amount of effort. I mean, isn't that every entrepreneur's dream, to be able to make the most amount of money for the least amount of effort? Guys, that's what I do. And I'm always on the hunt. I'm always on the search because a lot of the stuff that I do in business to launch companies and raise money, a lot of people can't do that. And there's a lot of people out there that are stuck in this situation where they want freedom, but they don't know how to do it. So what I do is I teach people how to first clone themselves using the power of the internet. Do you realize that right now, you guys are watching this live? There's viewers from all over the world now watching this live on a broadcast. Right now, as we speak, guys, there are cloned versions of me, right? Like somebody took my DNA and made a clone version of me, and I'm all over the internet right now, and I'm doing presentations to other people that it looks like it's live. How about that? How would you like to be able to learn how to clone yourself? Okay, so that's one of the things. Now, I do that using a number of things. I use that doing Google Hangouts. I use that using video. I do that using press releases. I do that using social media, so that while I'm asleep, guys, do you realize I'm still doing presentations while I'm sleeping? Still doing presentations. From all 4 corners of the world, I'm doing presentations 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When I go on vacation, I'm still doing presentations. Right now, I'm still doing presentations. Right now. So that's one of the things. I teach people how to, first of all, clone themselves. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing I do is I teach people how to teach other people how to clone themselves. So now not only do you get paid off of your clone, you get paid off of other people's cloning. Now imagine this. Now all of a sudden there's not only thousands, maybe there's tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that you're getting paid off of with cloned versions of them too. Guys, this is powerful. This is how you use the internet to take your life to a completely different level. Now, over the course of the next maybe 40 minutes or so, what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to show you some stuff live. Okay, I'm going to show you stuff live. So there's no way that I can make this stuff up because we're going to log right into real accounts, guys, real live accounts of press releases. I'm going to show you how I get a message out internationally to really go viral with my message. And it doesn't matter what type of business that you currently have. You could be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. You might have a restaurant. Maybe you're a hotel owner. Maybe you're a massage therapy clinic. Maybe you do acupuncture. Maybe you're a personal fitness trainer. Guys, I can not only show you how to be a recognized brand internationally in your local city, so that when people come into that local city, they say, I want to go to that restaurant. I want to stay at that hotel. How do I do that? Because I can show you how to get your message internationally once you learn the power of the internet. This is the way that I've been able to leverage myself to create multiple streams of income, guys, using the power of the internet. We're going to talk about a little bit about that today. But what if, guys, what if? Let's say that you've got a business right now. You're a business owner, and I show you a strategy where you can take one line of copy, one line at the bottom of your monthly newsletter that says, could your family use a little extra cash flow? Click here. Okay, now here's what I will tell you. Right now, there's never been a time of the economy the way that it is right now, guys. Since maybe the Great Depression, or in the the 80s, we had a situation where interest rates went skyrocket, and there was a lot of companies that just totally went under. Architectural firms. Our family has a hotel, and we've had that hotel for about 35 years now. And I'm telling you this, we just about lost everything, guys. My mom and dad. We just about lost everything when the interest rates went up like this. And it was a very, very testing and trying time, and you really had to roll up your sleeves and be a good marketer. And thank God for my dad. My dad came from a banking background, and he was very good at relationship building. He was very good at meeting with other corporations and other people. So we got a lot of corporate clientele that stayed at the hotel, because that's what my dad was good at. He was very good at relationships, okay? So, and I will tell you that the good thing that he was, because that is not only what saved the business, but it took the business into this type of a growth curve where at that time, where everybody else was failing, we had over 90% occupancy rate in a hotel. Can you imagine that? So what I want to do today, guys, is I want you to realize that the strategies that I teach people, this is called wealth creation. First of all, learning how to leverage, clone yourself. Second of all, teaching other people how to clone themselves, and teaching other people how to teach other people how to clone themselves. And you get a piece of the whole pie. That's the one thing. But most network marketing companies right now, guys, they have something that's called breakage. What's breakage? Breakage is where they have certain qualifiers. So you might have to build 2 legs, and maybe you bring a leader in over on this leg, and that leg takes off. But they say, sorry, build out this other leg, and then we'll pay you. But until then, you don't get paid on any of this volume. Sorry about that. Or maybe you've got to build 3 legs across that have certain qualifiers, and then certain qualifiers down this way. Sorry, go build another leg, then we'll pay you on that volume. That's called breakage, right? And it's very frustrating for people that are recruiters, that they bring in top people, but they're not actually even getting paid on the volume that they bring in. Guess where it goes? It goes to the company. The company gets all that money. It doesn't go to you. Now, I can tell you, coming from being an international expansion leader in network marketing, the systems are designed so that the companies do make the money. What I look for is I look for opportunities where you make the money, you as the entrepreneur. I want for my students to be able to make the most amount of money for the least amount of effort. Now, how do I do that? Well, I look for programs, guys, that pay very, very high commissions. So instead of making, a 4 or 5% royalty that pays per month, what if there was a $29 product, and it was like you went out and made that product? You got paid the $29. What if there was a $100 product where you made that $100 commission for that product? So imagine this. Let's say that you're a company and you put out a newsletter, and it says, could your family use a little extra cash flow? Click here. Do you know that if there was only 200 people in your entire database that bought a product that was $154, you are making $25,000 per month in residual income. $25,000 a month, guys, with a small team of 200 people. Now, I'll tell you this. In my 25-year career that I've looked at companies and been involved and launched companies and raised money and everything else, I've never seen this type of profit being made this fast. Now, what do I mean by that? Guys, I did a test market. I launched a company with $154. Within 40 days, it cleared $12,300. In 11 months already, it's generated over $130,000 cash. And now the company is about to triple the commissions and 10 times the value. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to go live, and I'm going to show you my screen, and I'm going to show you the power of what's actually possible. Now, one of the things that I like about this company, guys, is that we test everything. Everything's tested. Our colors, our presentations, our pictures, our copy, every single thing here is tested before it comes to the marketplace. Now, what do I look for? I want mass market. I want mass value. I want an easy entry price. I want to hit the largest demographic possible with my products. Now, we hit two demographics. The first demographic is corporate business owners, right? Either small to medium-sized businesses, realtors, mortgage brokers, insurance agents, hotels, motels, lounges, somebody's a personal trainer. You know, I'm talking about people that have a business where they could use an incentive if you buy their product, or send us a customer this month and we'll give you this bonus, a 2-for-1 airfare, or a 2-for-1 cruise, or a discount on your car rental, or a discounted vacation getaway, or a discounted weekend in Las Vegas. You know, this is the power of, we help businesses increase their sales by 30% or more with this program, guys. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So this is our $29 product, and we've got 28 different promotional offers that help companies drive in more new leads, more cash, more referrals, more business to their business. And this is phenomenal when you've got this type of value to give away. You might just give them away for Christmas, or you might give them away if they send you a customer. If I've got a massage therapy clinic and you do too, and you're offering nothing, and I'm offering a 2-for-1 voucher for a cruise, of course I'm going to get more business. It just makes sense. Now, from the consumer side, we save families over $4,500 once they become a member. And I'm going to log in. I'm going to show you the type of discounts that we get as members. I'm talking about 25% off of flower orders. What if you could get off 25% off of Papa John's pizza, especially if you got kids and you got a birthday party coming up? You got 15 pizzas that you're ordering, that bill gets pretty large, guys, and you get 25% off of your bill. What if you got, say, 40% off if you went to Six Flags or Universal Studios or things of that nature? You know, we help families. This is like getting a $4,500 raise, and I'm going to log in and I'm going to show you a little bit about that as well. Now, what happens typically once people start making money is that they want to really take their business global, and I always tell people, start working local, but think global. If you're putting out a message to the international market, guys, here's what I will tell you. You need some education. You need to learn how to use social media, how to use YouTube, how to use Google Hangouts. Some of the strategies that I do, we have a full university education, and it's only $100 per month, and the value here is absolutely off the chain. There's other companies that charge between $5,000 and $7,000 for this information. It costs $100 per month. So just with those two products, guys, do you know that 200 people, a team of 200 people, and you're making $25,000 monthly residual income, and I'm telling you, it adds up really fast. Now, when people start making big money, you know, if you're making $25,000 a month and you ask a person what do they want to do, they typically say, I want to start to travel. Guys, our Dream Life Vacation Club is sort of one level down from a timeshare. Now, people will spend about $25,000 on a timeshare, maybe $1,000 a year for maintenance. There's one level down from that, which is a lifetime travel discount membership club. And the same product, the exact same product that we market, there's land-based companies that sell this product right now for $8,995. There's 2 entry points into Dream Life Vacation, $399 for the VIP member and $699 for the Elite Concierge, where you actually get a concierge that helps you plan your trip. And then it's $99.95 per month for 23 months, and then you own it for a lifetime. What does that do for commissions? It opens up $250 commissions, $425 commissions, and $60 per month commissions. Do you realize that with 554 members of this division, guys, you're a millionaire. You're a millionaire with only 554 people. So this is completely next level. This is called added value. You get more new clients, more referrals, more repeat business, and more income from our affiliate program. Guys, I'm telling you this, if you're a realtor, mortgage broker, insurance agent, and you're spending a $25,000 monthly marketing budget, you're going to be making millions, let me tell you, because right now, especially in the marketplace, now's the time to take over market share where nobody else is advertising. It's the easiest time to take over market share right now in a downsizing economy. That's when you take over market share, guys. So we help people to be able to do that. So what's so unique about us? We pay extremely high commissions, very high commissions. 200 people pays $25,000 a month. 554 people in Dream Life makes you a millionaire. There's a low cost to get started. It's a complete plug-and-play system, and you can earn a full-time income quickly with a small little tiny team. Now, here's what's really cool. I love this because this targets people that go to their Chamber of Commerce or to Business Network or international breakfast meetings. When you're starting to network with business owners, people that have databases, guys, we've got a loans division in our company, and we loan out between $5,000 and $250,000. A company might want to do a business expansion or get equipment or get inventory to close large contracts, and they can get cash in hand within 5 business days going through our system. You just refer people directly to our loans division, and they take it from there. Very, very cool. So I'm going to log in right now, guys. I'm going to show you my back office here, just to give you an idea of what's possible. Now, I'm going to ask you this, because I've been involved as an entrepreneur now for probably 25 years, and if you can roll out a company and have this type of return come, I certainly have never had it. $12,300 in the very first 40 days, guys. Do you know that I can help a person that is a brand new newbie, brand new. They've never been in this industry ever before, their whole life. They go through my training and they go full-time between 30 and 90 days. Full-time. They can leave their job, replace their income, in a lot of places double their income, depending on what level of income they're currently at. And they've got now a life of freedom, guys, a life of complete and total freedom. That means no alarm clock, no reporting to a boss, no worrying about traffic. I'm talking about next level. Now, when you start having these commissions coming in, guys, I'm telling you what, they add up pretty darn fast. And you can see here, what did we do today? I mean, today has been a little bit of a casual day for me. So there's 3 people right now that have purchased the $29 membership. Keep in mind that's saving a family over $4,500 the moment that they become a member, and 28 different promotional offers to be able to help them to drive more business to their business. So what do we have here? Okay, so today was, you know, like a, I don't know, $200 and some day. You know, you can see here some of these days that they get to, oh, this is probably a $400 day here. You know, this is probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was probably an $800 day there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was probably a $700 day there. So, guys, I'm telling you that I've never seen this type of value offered by any company in all the time I've been in this type of an industry. And I'm an entrepreneur that launches my own companies, that raises money, that hires management teams. So if I'm telling you guys that this is the best program, I put out a press release where I told people that this is my #1 top affiliate pick for 2014. My #1 top affiliate pick. Now, why is that? I want you to see the type of value that we offer, so that the moment that a a family member or a company, or it doesn't matter. If especially if you got kids, I'm telling you this, if you've got 2, 3, or 4 kids and they want to go to the movies and to see the new releases and they want to go get new running shoes, guys, this is completely next level. And when you can save this amount of income, maybe you want to go to Six Flags or you want to go to Universal Studios, we save up to 40% off of movie tickets, 25% off of car rentals, 50% off of regular priced items at the Men's Warehouse, 15% off of Jiffy Lube, 30% off of AMC Gold Experience movie tickets, 40% off retail on bicycles. Guys, I mean, come on, you got a couple of kids, that's a big tab right there. That's a big tab. If you got to get 3 kids bikes and you can save 40% off of retail, that's money back in your jeans. We get 25% off of flower orders. I'm talking about 15% off of your travel vacations. There's value after value after value, that 40% off of Six Flags admission, groceries, discounts, Papa John's Pizza if you've got kids and they've got a birthday party. That can be a big darn tab. I'm telling you what, you know that my son's second birthday, there was about 100 people there. And that one birthday was it was over $2,000, $2,000 for the birthday party. So when you're saving a 25% off of like a pizza place or something like this, that can add up to big time cash flow, big time. Target, Firestone, T-Mobile, SeaWorld, ADT. There's so many different 15% off of Macy's, Universal Studios. This is next level. So what I will tell you is that when you're offering this type of value to the marketplace, of course we're hot. We're one of the hottest business opportunities in the entire world right now. Why? Because we're literally saving. We're putting money back into people's pockets, guys. We're putting money into people's pockets. We're literally fueling the economy. How do we do that? Look at this value, guys, that we have. What if you could offer a new customer 50% off of rack rates at 400,000 different hotels? You think that might give them a little bit of an incentive to buy a product from you? What if you could give them a free airfare when they purchase a resort getaway? Or you could give them a free companion airfare so that when they're going away on vacation, it's now like a 2-for-1. Or they're getting a 2-for-1 cruise. Do you know I can use these vouchers to get people to opt in to take an online tour? I can use these vouchers to have people show up at a hotel meeting. I can use these vouchers to have people buy a certain number of products. If I say, if you buy $100 worth of products from us, or you buy a suit from us this month, you get a free companion cruise. And I can give away an unlimited number of these to my entire database. This is called increased business, guys, and that's why we're so ridiculously popular with the marketplace. Because of value. The value that we offer is unprecedented. Now, we show people how to generate new leads using the power of the internet. Now, here's an example. I want you to really see the power of this. Imagine if you're you're a lawyer, or you're a massage therapy clinic, and you want to be able to generate leads in a local market. We give you tons of pre-made different lead capture pages. They're already ready to go, and they already have stuff on them that we know convert. So that means if you post these onto social media, or you have a video that's going to drive traffic to one of these, we know that they convert, guys. We already have tested these, and we know that they convert. So we've already got copy here, right? We already have copy here that you can start off with as a base, and if you want to tweak it in any way, you can always customize it specifically for what you want to do. But there's a good solid base here to be able to start with, to be able to generate leads. Now, people say, well, Darren, that sounds like a plan, but I've never done any type of marketing. How do I market? What do I do? What if we showed you how to become a master of Google Hangouts? That's what we're on right now, guys. We're on a Google Hangout. Now, this is going to clone me right now. That means that after we're finished watching, there's going to be people from all over the world watching this. All over the world, guys. And I'm going to log into my YouTube account, and I'm going to show you the power of this. How amazing is this to be able to learn this type of strategy? So here's my YouTube account. We're going to go into this account. Okay, so let me log in. Okay, so let's log in here. Okay, so we'll sign in right now, and we're going to sign in. I want you to get an idea so that you can really understand this and how amazing that this type of strategy is. Once you learn this, once you become a real, true marketer. Okay, so last night I did this presentation. Look here, it's marked at June 2nd. There's already been 72 people that have watched it in 24 hours. The day before I did one on the 1st. Look, 119 people have watched that. There's been 3,031 people that have watched this. That's a campaign that I wrote. It was a viral marketing campaign that I put out that was a little bit of a spoof, that it went completely viral all over social media. How to make a fortune on Facebook, 159 people. How I turned $154 into 126 grand, 189 people. How to explode your business with press releases, 124 people. How to explode a business in 90 days or less, another 96 people. Guys, do you realize how powerful this is when you learn how to become a top marketer? This is next level training. That's what you learn once you get involved with our company. So what if you could learn in 1 hour a day how to become an internet marketer? What if we really showed you how to master these strategies? I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to log into an account, and this is a bunch of different traffic techniques on how to get more eyeballs onto your story. More eyeballs, because the more eyeballs that watch your videos, the more eyeballs that listen to your presentation, the more people that start to convert into sales. So let's look at this. Here's a 5-minute video, okay? Now, we designed this, guys, for people that don't have a lot of time. They can't sit in front of their computers for 2-3 hours to learn a technique. What if you could learn something in 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Okay, now let's log into one of the accounts that is recommended to use. Okay, it's called freepressrelease.com. I'm going to log into my website right now, and I want you guys to understand the power of a press release. This is going to hit a specific target market. Now, who is my target market here? My target market is business owners. MLM Superhero helps business owners add $25,000 per month to their marketing budgets with Explosion. Now, this is called a newsworthy item. So I want to inform business owners that I found a solution that can help them solve a problem. Now watch what happened. Now, a little tiny short article, it's not even long. Again, I've got a little video here that this was, I think, when I was at my about 8th month mark. So once again, keep in mind, this is a cloned version of me that's going to market for me while I sleep. Hey guys, Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes, and I wanted to do this quick video for a company called Explosion. I got involved with this program about 9 months ago, starting at the platinum level at $154. And in 9 months, it's generated a $100,000 income and a $10,000 monthly residual income. Honestly, in 25 years, I've never seen a program that creates this much cash flow this fast. When they opened up their Dream Life Vacation division in the very first 3 weeks, it generated over $47,000 in cash and residual income. I got so excited about this program that I took a position on the advisory board of the company, and we're now getting ready to take this program to an entirely different level as we expand into 52 different countries around the world. So I would highly encourage you, click the link below, take action, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay, guys, that's called leverage. Now look what happened. This had 373 eyeballs on it, but 246 people shared it on social media. let's just do a quick calculation because I want to give you guys an idea of how I create leverage. So let's say that you know, an average person has roughly about 300 friends. I mean, if they're a marketer, they maybe have 2, 3, 4, 5,000. But let's go on the low end, and we'll say that an average person has 300 friends times 246 social media shares. Guys, do you realize that my brand, my name, my brand has gone out to a potential reach of 73,800 people with one single press release strategy that I learned with the Explocial program. Let's go back in here again. Now, this particular case, I was targeting real estate brokers. Real estate brokers pack open houses with Explocial's new business and sales incentives. Let's take a look. Okay, short little article, not a lot. 455 people saw it. Guys, it was shared on social media 285 times. 300 times 285 equals. That's another 85,800 potential eyeballs that have just gone on my message. Now, here's another one. Let's take a look at another one. Now, this was that viral marketing campaign that I was telling you about, and it was a little bit crazy. And I'm going to go through here and I'm going to show you how I call this guerrilla marketing. What's guerrilla marketing? Guerrilla marketing is when you come up with some ridiculous, you know, spoof, and this was called Pucker Up. The MLM Superhero announces the Facebook Pucker Challenge. Now, people were sending in these pucker pics, both men and women. It was totally hilarious, right? People were sending in these pucker pics, and, you know, I mean, it went completely viral, okay? So there was, some of the posts had like 250 comments, 300 comments, and, you know, you see this quote here, you know, let's face it, puckering is an art form, said Little in a recent interview. Not everyone can master the pucker. It takes talent and skill to bring the lips together in the proper fashion with just the right tension and the right style to really make it all work and make it look attractive without looking like a duck. So this was like a little spoof, and I want to give you an idea of what did I do. I lassoed it back to talk about Explocial. Little says that over the course of his 25-plus year career as a marketer, that it is his guerrilla marketing campaigns that have got him the most amount of exposure in the least amount of time. Little has recently taken a position on the advisory board with an online company based out of Melville, New York called Explocial. Guess where this goes, guys? Watch this. Boom. It goes to my video right here. So that means now that there's going to be people that read this press release and out of curiosity, they click that link and they're right into my business presentation, just like that. Now, can you imagine if you learned these type of strategies, guys? Now, let's take a look at what that particular press release generated. Let's see. Okay, let's go back and take a look. Okay, it was viewed 547 times. It was shared on social media 461 times. When did I write the press release? On May 28th. So it hasn't even been live for, I don't know, 6 days right now. 28th of May, so we're at the 3rd right now of June. So what's that? 28, 29, 30, 31. That's 1 week. In one single week, guys. Watch the numbers. If you guys really understand the power of what I'm talking about here, can you see why I can help a person go full-time in 30 days, guys, if when they learn how to become a real marketer, when they really learn how to connect with people, stop pitching your company, stop pitching your products, learn whether or not a person's in a peak or in a valley, are they in transition, are they in breaking point, get the connection, right? Find out if they're in pain, and then steer them to the video. The video is going to do the work, not you. The video is. So let's do the math here. 461 times 300. Guys, that is a potential reach of 138,300. 138,300 people. Can you see why these things work, guys? Can you see how I've created cloned versions of me that are not only telling my story, but they're sharing my training. They're all over the internet. There's people watching them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's when you start to make critical mass income, guys. And let me tell you this. We are literally scratching the surface right now, because on the 21st of June in Miami, we're going to be putting out some announcements that are going to help people to triple their incomes. I mean, you think that it's good right now for what you've seen. We will be helping people to triple their income when they're involved with Explocial, and we are going global, guys. Global, all over the world, where you can be able to literally live a life of freedom. Do you know that this year alone I've been to Cancun, Mexico for 8 days. I've been to Miami for a week. I went to Maui for 2 weeks. I went to Seattle for a week. Now I'm going back to Miami for a week. Then I'm going to North Carolina for a week. Then I'm going on a Caribbean cruise. And the whole time that I'm gone, guys, I'm doing presentations. Cloned versions of me that are doing presentations all over the internet. This is next level, guys. I'm telling you, it'll completely take your life to a completely different level once you learn these strategies, once you learn how to clone yourself, and once you can teach people how to teach others how to clone yourself. That's true freedom, guys. That means that you can start off working a full-time job, do this on a part-time basis, right? Learn a few strategies, start to get the stuff out. Can you imagine if all you had to do, imagine this, because this is what I tell my students to do. Don't be the front man. Be the point man. Be the point man. Don't be the front man. That's called pushback, guys. What happens when you go into a retail store and they say, "Can I help you, sir?" No, I'm good. I'm just looking. I'm good. I'm just looking right now. Right? That's typically what happens with most people, right? We teach people how to actually break the ice, build rapport, get a connection. That's one thing that I became very good at, because when you're at an event, guys, that guy right there is going to make you a multimillionaire, and you've only got like a fraction of time that you can connect, break the ice, and get a little bit of rapport with them really fast and exchange numbers. Believe me when I tell you, if it means either you do that or you're going to lose your position as Vice President of Marketing, you better get good. Otherwise, you're gone, bottom line. So I became very good at these skills, very good at how to teach people how to master these skills so that they can just do it. It's natural now. Natural. My students go through the training. It's very natural. And they don't have any type of pushback. Why? Because they're not talking about their company. They're not talking about their products. What are they talking about? They're talking about what my millionaire mentor taught me. Talking about them. And guess what? People like talking about themselves. So if you get good at asking questions and listening, listen to people, you can become a top recruiter. You can completely and totally change your life forever, where you will never ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. Now, what I do for my students, guys, is I offer a really huge bonus. When they recruit 4 people, just 4, not 100, not 10,000, 4 people. Okay, now keep in mind, we don't have a big entry price. It's not 4,000, it's not 10,000, it's $154. Okay, that's not even like a husband and wife decision, guys, because sometimes the guys go out for beers and they might spend that in a night, let me tell you, with dinner and beers out. So we're dealing with the situation where it's called, sort of under the radar. You know what I mean? Like a wife can go shopping and spend more than that on a purse, or an outfit. So you can get started in a business for $154, and when you recruit 4 people at Platinum, I give you a $3,000 training bonus called the Academy of Quantum Physics Mind Mastery. Guys, this is the science of getting rich. This is how I was able to generate almost $4 million in a single year using these same strategies that I teach in business, in real business, okay? Almost $4 million in a single year. That's what I teach you. That's what I teach you. I teach you the power of the mind, the power of your thoughts, words, and emotions, how quantum physics works. How do you really create your reality? Can you really become a millionaire? What if I told you that when I started this business with $154, I publicly announced to everybody that I was going to do no advertising, no banners, no traffic, no pay-per-click, simple, casual conversations, and in 30 days, I was going to create a six-figure income in 30 days. That's all documented. And I've got students now that are doing the same thing. How about that? Gregory Hinton works a full-time job as an IT professional in 45 days. He's at $4,000 monthly residual income. Conrado Casalo, he's in 3 weeks, guys. He works a full-time job, mind you. $2,000 monthly residual income. Eric Green, first month, $7,500. Steph Perez, month 2, 11 grand, guys. This is happening, and it's very exciting when you have this high-level training of people that have already done it. Guys, the training's not up for trial. It's already made me millions. Like, I'm just trying to share it with you now so that you can change your life, so that you can take your life to the next level. That's my goal. My goal is to help as many families as possible be what are called ripples. Ripples. Imagine what it would be like if you could be a ripple in your community. You could be a ripple in your church. You could be a ripple in your family, where you could be that person that learns these techniques, that you could be that person that learns these strategies, that you could be a motivational person, that you could transform lives. Do you know that once you learn these strategies, here's what I'm going to tell you, you will never ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. That you can take to the bank. That you can take to the bank. Once you learn these strategies of cloning yourself, teaching other people how to clone themselves, oh my God, guys. And then you combine that with the science of getting rich. You combine that with literally the keys to universal abundance. And it's like I'm handing you the keys to universal abundance, where you never ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life, guys. And if you talk to anybody out there in the industry and you ask them about my Academy Quantum Physics Mind Mastery Training, you ask them about the MLM Superhero, I'm telling you, industry-wide, they'll all tell you the same thing. They will all tell you the same thing. This is next level training, guys. Next level. So if you're a person that right now is in transition, if you're a person that has reached what's called a breaking point, where you said, you know what? I will no longer stand for this reality. I will no longer stand for this reality. I deserve abundance. You've got to know and accept that abundance is your birthright. You've got to believe in every cell of your being that there's not enough money in the world that could pay you for your worth. You have to know unequivocally that there's nothing that mankind has created that you don't deserve to have. Now, once you understand these principles, guys, and you can just love yourself enough to feel worthy, the abundance flow starts. Literally, I'm telling you, like an avalanche of abundance will come into your life once you learn these strategies, once you learn how to clone yourself, once you learn how to connect with people instead of pitching people, once you become the magnet instead of repelling them like it happens in retail shops. Can I help you, sir? Can I help? I got these antioxidants, man. You got to try this stuff, right? I'm telling you, I feel great. You got to try it, right? That's not how you do this industry, guys. You got to get out of here, and you got to get into here. Get out of your head and get into your heart and learn how to master these skills, and you can completely take your life to another level where everything that you dreamed of, everything, guys, everything that you've ever dreamed of, doesn't matter if you want to travel the world, doesn't matter if you want to get a brand new sports car, if you want to get that house, if you want to have a college fund for the kids, if you want to get retirement fund ready so that you can really live life to the next level, maybe you want to donate a bunch of money to your church, or maybe you want to start a trust fund or a college fund where you're going to be giving money away. That's an option too, guys. A lot of people do that. So here's what I will tell you. get back to the person that invited you to this particular presentation and say, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to take my life to the next level. I'm ready to never have to worry about money again, ever again. I'm ready to take control and completely own my life. That's what we have here for you guys. That's what we have today. The moment that you decide, I'm going to go for this. Because we're not talking about a second mortgage here. We're talking $154. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you gotta sit around for a big powwow and figure out how you're gonna take a second mortgage to try and finance this. We're talking $154 that can open up a gateway for you to a brand new reality where you never ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. So reach back out to the person that invited you to this particular call and say, let's do this. I'm ready to take my life to the next level. My name is Darren Little with the MLM Superheroes, and I look forward to be able to meet you in person. I look forward to be able to shake your hand, to give you a hug, to say, you know what? Let's do this together. Let's change lives, guys. We can do this, and we have the vehicle to be able to do it. So my name is Darren Little with the MLM Superheroes, and I look forward to meeting you in person one day, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Bye for now.